just I don't know if you fuck with somebody, you fuck with somebody like you don't. Life is crazy. You look up a motherfucker lose they your man lose his mom and he just his brain he just a whole nother nigga. He is a shell of the nigga that you met when y'all met. I don't love that nigga no more. He ain't the same. I wouldn't be the fucking same either. Or the chick you was fucking with when she was 22, she just moved this way for you and did that and jumped when you came. Now she 34, got 3 kids, a job, and want to be a LPN, and you don't fuck with her no more because she not. Wait, what? I'm supposed to change. I'm supposed to be different. I'm supposed to be better. I'm supposed like, nah, people be loving that version of you because it's a reflection of them. I like when you get high. I don't want you to go to the gym. Why? Because I'm a sloppy, lazy motherfucker. And the minute you start shining, it's going to shine like you know what I mean? You be a reflection of your friends sometime, and they don't want you to be better because you being better would separate y'all. I'm all 5 perks. I need you all 5 perks. If you sober, we ain't got nothing in common no more.
Mm-hmm.
You talking
If
that
you don't
shit.
just keeping it
That,
like no funny
that's a
shit, bro.
fact.
That's
Like
real.
Friends in the
you
bucket
Hey,
mentality.
Gina View sent me a kite. You want me to read this?
go ahead.
It's two of them. She said, "Tell him I said, boy, fuck
Nah,
you.
You ain't
nah,
finna
oh, nah,
read
I don't
that
want the
like
rest of
that,
that.
dog.
Doc treat me better than Surf do."
Damn.
Why he hooked on phonics? Come on, doc.
What you mean?
Why you read it like that? Like that?
Nah, that's for the
Yeah,
slow hoes. I just want y'all to be able to
this
keep
That's
up.
nigga
crazy.
lying.
I ain't lying.
Hey, boy.
I'll never lie on a black
Yo,
woman or a
Doc,
black man.
he
That's
read that
crazy.
like doodle ball from SpongeBob. Oh God.
I think a big thing is self-awareness. Enough people don't have like self-awareness about themselves. Like if like I understand, right? And like even me, I appreciate like being corrected and things like that with the people in my life. But it's also like I know this before they have to even open their mouths to say anything to me as well. And that's just
Right.
regarding anything. Like I just don't feel like enough people have self awareness, like or honest enough to be like, oh well, I ain't have to do that. I ain't have to say, oh, this could have went a different way. I could have did this different or things like that. I think a lot of people like to portray themselves as perfect all the time. Like we all might not handle somebody correctly, but it's like no matter how long you know somebody, you still are getting to know people, and this friends, relationships, whatever. But you're still getting to know people for the rest of your life because
Right.
we all change through our life, as y'all was saying earlier. Like we're going to continue to change. So if you're literally getting to know your friends, your partner, whoever, your family members for the rest of your life. So they have to be able to adapt to that
You
too.
to piggyback off what you said, Tati, you want to know what's funny? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna like as cliche as the word is, right? It's the communication, right? Like, and
Sure.
I was talking to my female friend like a few days ago and shit, and I was just talking about like, let's all be 100 as adults, right? Like in a sense of like. How many conversations you have with people on a day to day, and y'all not asking each other the stuff that matters? She brought this up to me, and it's like, just think about them first dates. Like a nigga tell you let's chill, and it like you know what I mean? Or look, let's go out. When like think about your last date if you're a female in the listeners or a nigga in the listeners, be 100. In that, like how many raise your hand, drop 100 if in your last date you said, who do you believe in?
Oh,
Or you or
absolutely.
hold on, or you said or you said things like, you know what I mean? Like I just think we're asking the wrong questions when motherfuckers is like when we talking to people and we don't revisit, right? So let's say me and Tati go on a date. I'm not saying, well, how do you handle conflict?
Right.
What's something that hurt you that you not over, you know what I mean? Like we asking the weakest, we on a date talking about like what are we talking about?
I ain't gonna
And
Oh
I
hold you,
yeah,
just
sir.
don't.
nah,
You
that's
know,
true.
sometimes you do have that conversation with the person, and they end up hurting you the same way that you just described of
No,
what
listen.
you like.
That listen. Nothing. None of us say is gonna be 100%. So I'm sure 1,000% there's people that ask their questions. I'm talking about the masses. I bet you. And this, let me see. It's about 11 speakers, 4, 8, 12. It's 13 speakers. I can bet. I would almost bet that more than half of us, our last first date, we not asking certain questions.
But what if I
And what
told
it
you I
is,
think it's comprehension more than communication?
And what if I told you I think it's more intention than it is anything?
That
And I think that
that's
we
fair.
don't communicate intention. Like a nigga won't pull up and literally say, "Nah, pause. I want to fuck you. You look like like you look like a good time in the bedroom. I don't know if I'm gonna text you next week."
Right.
A nigga not saying that. The same way Pauls might not say, "I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for kids." Pauls just might wrap her legs around you and keep them around. We not keeping 100 with our intentions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like your man not telling you, "I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got way more money than me, dog. I ain't when we in the club, I know you got it. So anytime you need to come out, call me." He not gonna tell you that. We not so that as humans, like everybody walk up with an intention. Everybody, some good, some bad. And the fact that everybody keep their hands behind their back, that's just human nature. When you pull up on that chick, you not saying, "Yo, man, I want to take you. I want to court you. I want to." Nah, you not
I
telling
ain't,
the truth.
but I ain't gonna lie. As a caveat that's being left out, we don't start off that way. I think life does that to
Yes.
most of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you got to remember, as children and stuff, you know what? You know, a child will say anything. A child
Yep.
will express their feelings or whatever the case may be. It's when um the experiences start to happen, when the trauma begins,
Yes. You
when
want it.
exactly. So
You want
that's the one
this made me
caveat to it.
laugh, yo. Me and my daughter on the elevator. This
Hmm.
this that dog. This like 12 years ago, 13 years ago. I think she like 4. Me and my daughter on the elevator. The midget and a man and a midget woman walk in the elevator and stuff. My daughter pointed at her and say, "She like you a midget." Like, you know what I mean? As a kid, you will say like you would never, you know what I mean? And I just feel like as adults, we don't it's two things I think the biggest problem in relationships. And when I speak on relationships, I'm not talking about women specifically. I'm talking about homies, everything. I think one is intentions. None of us discuss intentions. And two, we don't have like, you know how like I'm on a distribution deal, right? So, but after 24 months, we have to sit down at the table and renegotiate. I don't think people do that with their relationships, right? So you'll be dealing with a nigga for 5 years. When the last time y'all sat down and said, what do you want in life right now in this moment in 2029? I know what you wanted in 25, but it's 20, and we don't re-meet each other or take the time to re-holler at each other. Once you start dealing with a chick, that's your little bitch now. Y'all just getting y'all almost robot mode. Call her, pick her up, fuck, chill. Call her, pick up, and we don't so even if we did have the proper conversation in the beginning, when the last time we said, "Hey yo, you still like is onions? You still don't like onions?"
It's
Even if it's
called
that small, you get what I'm saying? Like, or even if it's that serious, like I said, you could be dealing with somebody in 7 years. When you met me, I wanted to be a real estate agent. Lately, I've been thinking about going to acting school, but you ain't asked me nothing. You ain't asked me where I'm at right now. My short-term goals, my long-term goals. Some of these conversations we not having with people, and we is grown as hell. Like it's 35, 40. How I'm 35 years old in a relationship and I ain't asking my girl what's her short term and long term goals? Impossible. Impossible. How you driving in a car with a nigga that you saying you a slide for or this my man, we going to hell and back with him, and you ain't saying, "Hey dog, your resume up to date?" Like what?
it's
And we
just the
just
thing
be
about
letting
being consistently intentional. Like I think
yes.
you can start off intentional. You know what I mean? One thing could throw you off that make you feel a way about a person forever, but you might stay in it just because it's comfortable, or you know, it's a slew
Yep.
of different ways it can go, but it's just
Yep.
about being able to be consistently intentional. Once you're in
And
a mode where you're not being intentional anymore, I would say maybe that's not the person for you. I mean, you
And
might
I
need to
tell you,
reevaluate, but you know.
I'll be the first to be honest too. If we even talking about like from a relationship perspective, that was my downfall. Like my downfall is right, like what you just said, consistently intentional. But it's not on purpose though. Like I'm the
Uh-huh.
type of nigga. I got so much stuff going on that like once you my shorty, you mine now. You know what I mean? Like so once you mine, I just kind of zone off and kind of put it to the side. Like oh, I could get back to that when I get back to it while I'm chasing what I'm chasing. Because you know what I mean? It's different when I'm chasing you. But once you in the car with me, now I'm chasing the other traps. You get what I'm saying? And so it sometimes you not. It's like almost like the nigga that was dating his girl in the beginning and courting her in the beginning, and then it kind of slow down. But sometimes it's subconscious. It's like it didn't slow down because I don't fuck with you like that, or I don't fuck with you like I used to. I had to get you. It slowed down because Now that I feel like you're mine, I could focus on other stuff. And that's I feel like that's how niggas mind be processing sometimes. To where it's like, all right, you my shorty now. So I would expect you to understand that I gotta go get it or that I gotta go. And sometimes as men, we get too caught up in that. And you look up, you know how time is. You look up, y'all ain't been out in 3, 4, 5 weeks. You ain't chilled with your man in 3, 4, 5 because once somebody on your side, you almost kind of like, all right, we good, right? All right, now let me get back to getting it. You know, and that's just, you know what I mean? So it's sometimes it be unintentional that you not being intentional. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah,
and
most
that was
times it
so
is.
honest what you just said, sir. If I ain't gonna cap, I think most men, and that's the generalization, of course. I think most men do that, and I think that from and probably some women too, but I think even with relationships, jobs, whatever, the problem is the way people go after something when they want it, they stop doing all of those things, which makes it hard to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you did all of this great stuff to get me, now you got me, and you ain't doing none of that stuff no more. I don't want to be here no more. Same thing with a
But
job.
that show
I
you,
hired you because you killed the interview. Resume was
right,
pristine. You came in looking on point. Your probationary period, you was at work on time early every day. Now that you through that, now you're taking 4 or 5 smoke breaks. You know what I'm saying? You don't do what
right.
you did to get the job
But
to keep it.
I'm sure that's what separates the stars from the regular motherfuckers.
Factual.
Like when you think about Michael Jordan and LeBron James and like the niggas that got to the NBA and then got better. Like some niggas' goal is just to get to the league. And
Mhm.
I think you almost could look at them niggas and tell which niggas those is. And some niggas' goals is to get there and be the best. You know what I mean? So yeah, you accomplish something and you kind of just if that was all you accomplished, but like that's what I mean about intentions. Like a nigga don't even be honest with himself about intentions. You want the bitch so bad, you're not even telling yourself like, yeah, I really just want to fuck, or yeah, I really just like a little. You know what I mean? So now when you get to a point of what you got, all right, I made it in. You don't even know what to do next because you never thought past this. You didn't want all of this. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't be. You know what I mean? Like once a nigga get in the league or get the bitch, the game over for him.
Any
Mhm.
relationship, I'll tell you this:
The
any
thing is,
relationship I ever
trying to
been
let
in
somebody else
was
second
by
guess
accident.
themselves.
Like every single relationship I ever been in was completely by accident. I don't think I ever asked like one person, one woman to be my girlfriend. They just became that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Every relationship I ever been in that I'm not in was my fault. Not one relationship I ever been in is like the reason I'm not with her is because of me. Every one of them.
mm,
I've come across the most together WNBA doctors, lawyer, all types of shit. And until you become a certain type of man or a certain type of until you become like I guess like clear minded like with yourself and like with what you like with what you want for you and what you like relationships is not easy dog like you literally have to now you become two people. Are you okay? Are you good? Where you at? What you doing? Did you eat? Did you? And people don't really realize that. Like you'll tag somebody along, and that person really believe you. Like I'm not talking to nobody else. I'm not communicating with. I'm not loving on. I'm not thinking about. That's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it's like, yeah, I done had the best of the best. All them shits normally was my fault, but at the same time, for me, it's like it's unfortunate, but you learn at the expense of somebody else's feelings. It's very unfortunate, but that's the way it is. That's how we learn in life when it comes to
He
relationships.
made you
So
better
for
for
me,
the
it's
next
like
bitch.
right. So for me, it's like I'm the best version of myself when it comes to women right now because of the shit that I fucked up. So it's almost like one of them bittersweet type of things. Because if you take 4 or 5 fuck ups away, I might not be as good for that woman 4 or 5 years ago. Like right now, I feel like I'm in my best form to fully you know what I mean? Like realize that, all right, cool, that's a whole nother person that you got to be mindful of. Before I wasn't, and that's why you look up and the nigga done lost so much. Like me and my remember I just was telling you I was talking to Shorty the other day and shit, the conversation with the female and shit, right? And I made a theory. This is my theory, right? Show me a 35-year-old woman and a 35-year-old man, right? That and I'll tell you this. The average woman, right? She could be 35 years old and single, and it's not her fault. Show me a 35-year-old man and he's single, and I'm telling you it's his fault. The 9 times out of 10, it's the nigga fault. Why? Because as men, we are predators. So we go for everything we want. So imagine that. If I'm in a room, I'm sitting in the club. and I look at 10 different bitches, I could go get 10 different numbers. A woman is just sitting there in her seat. If she get 10 numbers, that's 10 niggas that came up to her. She possibly could have 10 of the wrongest niggas pulled up to her. But you can't, every nigga on this stage and in the listeners can raise their hand and say, yeah, nah, I had a good chick. I ain't gonna lie. Lil Tamara got her shit together. And if I was with her, man, I probably wouldn't even be. All of us have had good chicks.
I think
Women can.
I
I
do
know
think
some
that works both
35-year-old and
sides.
40-year-old women that literally can say, "Yo, I have not met a good man yet."
And that's bullshit though. They full of shit.
Nah, that's
No, no,
not.
no. I gotta draw the line
Nah,
though.
that
Nah, that's
nigga,
wild.
Okay,
Nah,
that
that's
Listen,
not
nigga,
cap.
listen.
okay,
So,
No,
that
it's not.
nigga, that
okay.
No,
nigga,
it's
that
so,
nigga
true.
so here's the
usually
so
boring, and they don't fuck
Okay.
with
no,
him.
no,
That
no.
nigga
Hear
usually
me out.
boring, and a square.
So,
It's
so
subjective.
what you saying is valid on the front of yo. Most men we know like we done fumbled the bag at least once or twice. Like, what?
What? At least, man.
I'm
Listen,
saying
if you
on the
over
low
30, you
end.
fumble the bags 4, 5
Yeah,
times.
on the low end, like we didn't did that. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like, bro, I didn't women know how to fuck up a good thing though, like a motherfucker. You know
A
what I'm
thousand
saying? A lot of
percent.
the homegirls will tell me that, or I've been in situations where, yo, I know this was a situation I really wasn't doing shit. You know, I was locked in, it was just me and you, it was this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? We have a fight and you go get heartless. You go do some of the wildest shit in the
Oh,
world.
oh, nah. Those is out. Those is out here for sure. Those type of women is out here for sure. That's not my argument. What I'm saying is, on average, by the time we get to these eight, I'm like the conversations we having right now. I can tell that we all at a certain age and a certain mindset, right?
Right.
By the time we get to this age that we're all communicating that we all at right now, if a female is single, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't her in an overall capacity. Like women only the average woman only deal with who approaches her. As niggas, we go get it. I fucked up with such and such and such and such and such. A bitch could like the last 5 niggas she hollered at could have just been booty. Could have just been trash. Like, and she just a sit on the wall and wait for a nigga to pull up tight. And most women's like that. Most women aren't they not the chaser. They, you know what I mean? They want to be got. So with that theory, and that's just, some stuff is just a double or nature. So, and it's woman nature to be God. The niggas chasing you could all be ass.
Yeah.
That's just, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. But on average, by the time we get to this age, no funny shit, us niggas have fucked up mad good shit. And a woman could still be waiting on a nigga to pull up and be decent.
I don't know, man. I'm a man scorn, man. I ain't saying I ain't never did nothing wrong to no woman though, because I definitely have.
Me
But
too.
I'm 100% a man scorn though, man. Like I didn't gave everything. You know what I'm saying? You give
You want to
everything.
hug?
You know what I'm saying? You give your heart, you give your mind, you give you know whatever, and it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Hey Doc, when I got a hug for you, I might see you in January, but I ain't gonna forget. I got a hug for you, bro. Word up.
my nigga.
I got a hug for
Hey,
you, bro.
surf. I can
What's
give
up,
you
cuz?
some push. I can give you some pushback on what you just said.
1,000%. Come on. That's what we doing this morning.
So
We
like,
chilling.
mind you, I hear you because I done fucked up some relationships too. You dig? But like, it's wild, wild west now. The playing field kind of even. Women get paid the same we do, and they operating like we do. You know, in the lifestyle you in, you see how they act when the NBA player come around, and they know
Mhm.
what their NBA
Mhm.
player come with, but they still choose up for the bullshit. You dig? Like, from what I see, from the
Saying
lifestyle I'm
women get
living.
paid the same as y'all do is wild
Not the,
work,
the
Capo.
playing
That's
field is way
factually not true. That
the
is
playing field way
factually
more.
not true.
Well,
Now
all right, well look,
the ratio a
I
little
know,
different.
I know all y'all making more money than these niggas. I
Okay,
know
no,
that.
no, 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 no. Let's not talk about
Okay,
outliers, Capo.
okay,
Crazy.
Yeah,
the
Let's
boss,
not
Capo.
talk about
the boss.
outliers. We're talking about in society, women do not. First of all, we all in battle rap, right? You're going to tell me that female battlers make more than male battlers?
No.
Not at
Oh,
all, not at
okay.
all. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you started off with something that's literally factually not true.
from what all right, from my experiences, I done seen women making more money. I know way more nurses and SoundCloud rappers. You did, and the nurses make more than these SoundCloud rappers. That's I'm just going off of what I see in my
Hey,
world.
Capo, I'm gonna push back. I'm gonna push back. Well, go ahead. Finish what you're saying first, gang.
Now, I just think the playing field's a little bit more even, and women a little bit more reckless and toxic now. They with that
Now
shit. They
that's what.
living
Now
like
this
that.
what my pushback. This what my push. So I'm a come jump back on a pushback, right? I totally don't think that woman still, I still don't think it's equal, right? I feel like niggas like me and you got to start calculating then where we looking for these bitches at. And that's the
That's a fact.
problem.
That's a fact.
Like that's the problem. Like as I was talking to my homie about that. Like no funny shit, right? We search for women in the places where the type of woman that we don't want is like your last bitch, not you specifically, but a nigga found a bitch at like y'all met 2:30 in the morning at a strip club, and she didn't have to go to work in the morning. Like when the
You put
last
my
time a nigga
business out there now.
when the last time when the last time a nigga bagged a bitch at Barnes and Nobles? Or bagged a bitch at church? Or bagged a bitch at like you off rip, we finding females in the Instagram? Come on now. Instagram? She's in if she's in your algorithm, she's probably no good for you. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because stuff that's in your algorithm mean that you like a lot of it. Only thing in my algorithm is bowling, bitches with baby hairs, fat asses, and basketball. Facts. This is what's in my algorithm right now. So nine times out of you DMing bitches in your algorithm, you're going to find the same shit. That's what the algorithm is, the same shit. So naturally, oh girl is gonna be like oh girl that was like oh girl that's like the other girl because you only dating in your algorithm.
Yeah, they ain't no good
So of
one
course
yet.
they all the same. So now it's gonna feel equal and it's gonna feel even because it's all the same shit. But I bet you what, you take your ass outside, put on some running sneakers and some fucking compression shorts and go for a 10-mile run. You gonna bump into chicks that run.
Man,
Go sit at Barnes and Nobles and read a couple chapters. You gonna bump into chicks that
yeah,
read.
but
You gotta put yourself in a
do
different
not get it
environment.
fucked up though. I met my worst nightmare at the gym. My worst
That's
nightmares
not
in
that's
life.
but the gym, what hold on, listen, let's be clear. Like even
And
now, the gym
mhm.
is still like the gym is now the club. We're gonna be 100. We all on
That's a
social media. We know
fact.
what's going on.
That's a
Oh,
Like
fact.
you got content creators that it's more content creators in the gym than it is gym heads.
She worked.
Like so we not so certain places, like I said, you gonna get what you looking for if you looking in that place. You in the gym looking for a chick that care if her ass fat. Can the church say amen?
Man, listen, man.
Cause I don't never run into no single grown ass man when I'm out grocery shopping. Niggas don't know how to do
Because
shit for
niggas don't
themselves.
because niggas is fucking sending they bitches and like that. Like we gotta be 100. One thing I am, and Tati said it is self-aware. I'm a realist. I'm bagging bitches at the strip club, expecting certain type of morals, principles, and standards, and then bash women when I don't get it. I met her at 3 a.m. I met her parking lot pimping. Why is she in the same parking lot as me at 3:30 a.m.? No kids, no work in the morning, no church in the morning, no, she don't want to cook, she don't want to get in the house, she don't want to like when it's late, too late. Like even if it ain't nothing, no, I don't got no work in the morning, no, I don't got the kids, they not whatever her excuse is, when it's late, too late. I met a bitch 3:30 in the morning and I'm holding her to a certain level, and then I'm on social media. Man, these bitches ass.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever and I guess to all the men in the room, have you ever been so consumed or enamored with the idea of like vengeance or revenge, like with a woman or with women, period, because of like what one may have done to you? And if so, how long do you feel like that shit plagued you?
Um, One, no,
Okay.
because uh I ain't gonna lie, like I can't speak for other niggas. I'm not gonna lie, Doc. It's certain conversations that I have with men that I know that they haven't had their fair share. And when I say fair share, I mean like flavor. Doc, I've had my fair share of women. I am the number one advocate that women are not the same. If a nigga say bitches is all the same,
Mm-hmm.
for one, he's dealing with the same type of chick, or he's on some local shit. Yeah, all New Orleans bitches. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
all of course, all Nook bitches is the same. They Nook bitches. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
nah, chicks in Seattle ain't like chicks in Arizona. Arizona chicks not like Boston. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these niggas be having conversation from a bitch. Yeah, because you ain't had your fair share. Chicks is really not the same.
I think my
Like
issue
you
is always the women that or that I choose to eventually be with. I let a lot of the ones like I'm definitely better in my older years, but a lot of
now,
the
can I ask you a
of
question?
course.
How are you like? What's the premise? Like these women, right? Because these women that you're finding yourself because it's
The
your
good ones or the
choice, right?
bad
We
ones, because
established that
both
too.
of these.
Good or
Okay.
it don't matter, good or
Hmm.
bad. If I was a therapist or I'm your friend and we just talking, my question is going to automatically turn into, you know, on batteries, the negative and the positive, that's how they magnetize towards each other. It's something that makes them. So I'm like, are you gravitating towards these women because of some type of trauma of yours or some type of mental emotional problem of yours or something? So
Hmm.
you keep finding these certain type of women, right?
Hmm.
What if they're not what, let's say they are the type of woman that they are, but what if you just, what if the, and I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
freestyling, like,
I'm
you know what I mean?
prepared to
We just
answer.
have a conversation. What if the relationship with your mom was a certain type of way, so you handle women a certain type of way?
So
Or what if the lack of relationship with your mom is you start dating women that don't know how to communicate because you and your mom communication was, and it's not for you to answer because I
I
mean,
was
like,
going to.
oh no, I'm about to. I
Okay.
got you. Hold on one second. So my thing is, and you could respond and say, oh well, each situation ended different, which I'm sure it did because every situation is its own situation. But the foundation could still be the same. It could be something that you got going on.
Hmm.
Whether y'all ended up, well, oh, she lied to me, or this time I did this, or I did everything. It's like, or what if, like, you know, you could meet somebody, bro, and they just don't love like you love, or even know what love look like in your capacity.
So I think okay. I'm trying to answer this carefully, but I do want to answer it. It's one of those things for me personally where
Right?
yeah, the relationship with my mom was
Yeah,
it
surf.
was
Yeah, surf.
it was awful. You know what I mean? For a very long
We
time,
getting somewhere. We getting
it
somewhere.
was god awful. You know, I'm pretty transparent about this.
I appreciate it.
It was a god awful relationship. You know what I mean? So, and it was so awful where I still wanted my mom to like love me. I still wanted my mom to like. I
Damn.
wanted that with my mom. Completely rebelled against his mom all the time, but she loved so hard. And I just be like, man, like you lucky, bro. Like you don't know how good you got it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But and it's like I wanted that. I yearned for that. So a lot of bullshit my mom used to do to me, like I always felt like I had to forgive it. It's my mom. I love her. No matter what. I love her. I love her. I love her. That ended up kind of fucking up my self-respect. Like when dealing with women though. Like I'm not gonna tolerate
I was
nothing
about to
from
go
no
somewhere,
nigga,
right?
but yeah, it ended up, you know, kind of compromising my self-respect. I kind of dealt with a lot of shit that I shouldn't have dealt with. I thought certain things were normal. And I went for certain
Right.
type of
See?
women. I chased like certain type of
I'm
women.
spitting these questions out you. Come on. Hold that thought that you got, because now I'm spitting like now I got a million questions, right? So now, okay, is a certain type of love. Like, you know how they say, like, let's say per se, women have daddy issues and then they be looking for a daddy.
Right, right.
People try to act like that's not the flip side. Like it's the same thing with women.
Hmm.
You know, it's the same thing with, so do you not, are you not, is Doc not meeting these women and then saying, because is it, can we agree that love got no face?
No face.
Hundred
Okay.
percent.
So with that being said, is Doc not meeting these women saying, I need you to love me? Because you know, as men, we want a woman to check off all hats. You need to love me like a girlfriend, like a sister, like a grandmother, like a mother.
Hmm.
So are you meeting these women and they not, because some, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a mama's boy. I sucked the titty till I was 30.
Hmm.
Like, I'm really a mama's boy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like some women come around and don't want to be your
But
mother.
that's kind of how it
We
was.
looking for mothers, Doc. Respectfully, like,
Yeah.
if a chick come around, right? Let's say my crib is like right now, my crib ain't filthy, but it's like the pillow's not in place, the cover not folded. You know what I mean? I'm looking at my crib right now. It's some shit out of place. If a female don't come over and naturally feel like let's say we kick and she just don't clean up, I kind of get a ugh for
Yeah,
her.
it's
She
disgusting.
don't have to do that, but my mother
Man,
would do it.
Yeah, but there's no
But my mother
but there's
would.
no
It's
harm in
dishes in
that.
my sink right now.
It works on the good and the bad side. So just it ain't really
Right? I'm
sidetracking,
listening.
but follow me.
I'm with you.
If I'm a father of I got a 5 year old daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, I do want to be a certain type of influence, and I get in my bag with my baby mom and shit, where I be going other places. But I have a 5 year old daughter, and I have a responsibility to show her what kind of man she should pursue. So that doesn't just work on the negative front. I want her to see, hey, my dad went to work. My dad was getting to some money. My dad never cussed at my
Right.
mom in front of me ever in life. My dad never put his hands
Right.
on my mom. And I ain't with her, but when I'm around or when I'm, she know the kind of nigga, excuse me, the kind of man that I am. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that works both ways. It ain't just on the negative front of, oh damn,
Not a
you
thousand
know.
percent.
So
A
yeah,
thousand percent. Like
You
I'll
might
be
deal with somebody that's not like, because most women I feel are natural nurturers, right? I feel that about us. So you may be dealing with a woman or choosing women that also have issues possibly with their
issues.
mom and things like that, that they don't have that instinct about them. Because majority of, I like to feel like majority of us as women do, we are natural nurturers. We like to take care of things. We
Right.
like to, you know what I'm saying? Plant a seed, watch it grow. Like that's what we like to do naturally. So
It's
it
funny,
may be the
Tati.
Shout out
choices.
to y'all.
It's funny, Tati, because Pete, go back to what I said though now about like the first thing I said initially was the conversation and questions, right? So now this proves my point. It's like if I'm not sitting down at the table with this woman as I'm getting to know her, saying my mother hurt me, I'm not even putting her in a position to even be, you know what I mean? We just don't have like you could meet a chick that like, okay, his situation is his mama hurt him. And then now her situation is I don't give love like that because ain't nobody ever gave me love. You know what I mean? Like, and y'all just completely clash. But
Yeah.
because y'all never had the conversation, and that's what I mean about this was perfect because it kind of reiterate back into what I'm saying about this is why certain conversations got to be had. Why is the woman that how are you sleeping with a woman raw that does not know that you got mother issues?
hmm
We be kind of like bussing. We be going to the destination. We always take shortcuts to the destination. So like, if you
I be
if
wilding.
you
not,
if
but sir, I can't let you do that because sometimes it don't go that way. Yo, I was with my baby mom for fucking 4 years. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I was completely open, vulnerable. She
right,
knew every little detail about me.
right.
The moment she get mad, uh, uh, it gets dark. It goes left. The words, the certain shit spewed.
That's women. But
Like,
so my question is this:
mhm.
in the grand scheme of things, how long is 4 years?
It's a long time, bro.
Why do you feel like that?
No,
It's
it's
No,
not.
not.
anything
It's
that I've
not.
done.
Thought you was gonna say 32,
No,
like
no,
four
no, no, no.
years.
But hear me out. 4 years of routinely doing the same thing, and not. I don't mean that literally, obviously, right? But 4 years of routinely doing anything. Once that's gone, it's gonna feel a little different.
We're gonna have a great relationship, Doc, because I'm always gonna play devil's advocate. Dog,
Mhm.
in college, if I wanted to be a fucking lawyer, I had to do the same thing every single day and still wouldn't get a degree for 8 years. 4 years is nothing. Like, and like when we're talking about finding a person and being with somebody for forever, 4 years is nothing.
Okay, okay.
That's still one
Now,
season. Think about it. If I'm
mhm.
18, 19, 20, 21, right? Those the 4 years that we met. This is when you got to know me. Do you think I'm gonna be the same man at 29, 30, 31, 30?
Of
Four
course
years?
not.
No. So let's talk about because now all types of things come into question. Which 4 years of your life was this? Would Doc be a different Doc if those 4 years was today? Starting from today on to 4 years? Or was those 4 years 5 years ago, 10 years ago? So who was you in that moment? Who was she in that moment?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is a factual. If
So,
you dealing with a 22-year-old girl, like I could say that myself. My baby mom is not. I met my baby mom when I was 18. We
mhm.
dealt with each other till I was 30. My baby mom is now 35 years old. She is not the woman that I met. If I met my baby mom tomorrow, we would have been a mate. Like my baby mom would have me. If I met my baby moms tomorrow. But that's what I mean about like you gotta. It's a lot of stuff you gotta kind of take into consideration a little bit.
Okay. So I put it to you like this, right? Two things. Another caveat that I failed to mention. I could know you for a year and become
Right?
closer to you than I am with somebody I've known for 10.
Facts. We all do
So
that.
so
Facts.
so so when I say 4 years, it wasn't just that it was 4 years, it was 4 years of
That felt
this
like eight.
person. Yo, my baby mom might know me better than any human on this earth.
Right. Hmm.
Genuinely though. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot going on in there.
It
It's a lot going
was.
on in that head, Doc.
It,
I'm talking
it,
about in that head, bro. Pause.
uh
It's a lot going on in there, bro. We got
yeah.
to get. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like these women want to get on your ass. We got to. I'm taking hands, bro.
Now
I'm
I
taking
take the
hands.
hands. I want to hear the women. They matter.
Let's go, Miss Willis.
What's up, y'all?
Good
What's
Good
up,
morning.
morning.
Doc?
Great conversation, by the way. But I think Tati really nailed it with her comment when she said people need to be self-aware. a lot of people are not even aware of their own trauma, but you're asking them to be aware of yours.
Mm,
Some people are in denial of their own trauma and how it's impacting how they deal with other people.
mm.
So how can they be aware of yours and help you deal with something that they personally are avoiding
Damn.
or denying? And there's so many people walking around here dead. The Walking Dead, they dead on the inside, been dead for years.
Mm,
And y'all be in relationships, living with them, trying to build with them, and these people are not even alive emotionally.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think
damn.
number one, you have to be aware of where you are personally. How am I dealing with my trauma? How does that come off when I'm dealing with a person? Am I possessive? Am I jealous?
Hmm.
You know, do I expect too much? Do I not expect? You know, this my last guy cheated on me. How is that impacting how I communicate? How is that impacting my social media? You know, with you or how I react to things? How is that impacting that? Sometimes you don't realize that.
Right.
So first thing has to come within before you even deal with somebody. You really got to say, okay, am I in a healthy enough position to deal with someone else and maybe possibly help them deal or identify their own trauma so that they can also be in a healthy place
Right.
to receive the love that I'm trying to give. Because a lot of times you may be giving love and pouring out love to someone who's not in a position to really receive it.
And that's why you can't carry
So I think
bitterness.
yeah, that's true. I mean, to a certain extent, I think I mean, we all are adults. We do know right from wrong. You know, if you dogging a person out, you know that trauma or not, you
Right.
know. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some accountability on that. But I think there are a lot of people in denial about how their trauma is impacting their relationships with people. So it has to start with from within first. You got to
I,
really internalize and ask yourself a lot of questions, and then to realize that it's not a one fix. You can't fix that thing one time and be
right.
done. This a lot of times our trauma comes
In
up
waves.
when we don't
Yeah.
expect it,
Mhm.
right? I could be chilling, I could be having a good time, and maybe I see something. I'm like, oh, I've been chilling, I've been happy for years, and something triggered me, and now I got to go through the process again of trying to heal.
Right.
And you
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So healing is a continuous thing. So,
Pop your shit.
I would just say, I would just say for people like Tucky said, being self-aware of yourself and encouraging other people to be self-aware is kind of where you need to be mentally in order to really have good relationships with
Hmm.
people.
Thank you, Dr. Willis.
Amazing
Hey,
perspective.
Marcel. Go ahead, Marcel. Thank you, Dr. Willis.
I just want to piggyback off of that, but also get to what Doc was saying, because I think that discernment is key. And the more that you work on yourself, you kind of fine tune that discernment, and then it
Right.
helps you navigate your relationships. But in terms of what Doc was saying about 4 years, when you are making a valiant effort with a person, that 4 years is a lot of time because that's a lot of emotional energy that you're putting into it. And also
Right.
you're changing, like you're still, like you said earlier, you're still trying to love people through their seasons, but that discernment comes in too. But it's all, that's still a long period of time.
Hmm. I could agree with that. Right. If I'm investing emotionally, financially, spiritually, yeah, 4 years can be a long time. So I can't doubt that. And I've had, in a sense, I can't tell nobody how much time is considered a long time because people used to say that in jail. I tell them like, yo, I got 5, and niggas like, oh, that's light. That's all. I said, what, nigga, 5 for like 12, nigga, 5. You can't really tell somebody how to gauge time. So I gotta agree with y'all on that, actually, in a sense. But Doc, I'm gonna keep it 1,000, Doc. Like I had a hurtful conversation with myself like recently, like when I came home and shit like that. And it's just once I realized that like my mom is my best friend. She had me when she was 16. You get what I'm saying? So like by the time my mom's 32, I'm coming in the house when she coming in the house. Like, this my dog, you feel me? So it's like, I've seen my mama in every position possible. Literally, like I've seen a nigga put his hands on my mama. I've seen my mama struggle to get the lights on. Like, nigga, I done seen, like, I'm super transparent. Nigga, I done seen my mama having say, like, that 5-year-old kid pushing the door open by mistake. I done seen my mama in every, this really my best friend. And it almost had made me emotional like a couple weeks ago because I'm like, damn, I've never seen my mama loved in entirety, consistently loved. Like, and And my mom's a girly girl, so she's a super fly. Like my mom's got all the bags, all the shoes, all of this, that, and the third, right? So I'm sitting back and I'm just reflecting on myself, and I'm like, and I'm looking at the type of women that I like,
Mhm.
right? And it's like, I'm like, hold on, light skin, da-da-da. And I'm looking at some like, no funny, shit, I got old pictures of my mother and shit. Like, I swear to God, bro. Like, and it's not like literally like look like my mother, but it's like that girly girl. And I realized like so my mama always like my mom popped that shit like that. Like I ain't got to worry about nothing. Bills is paid, blah, 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 blah. But once I became a grown man, I realized my mama wasn't getting love. I don't know if she was using that as like waving what she got around to suppress the fact that she wasn't loved or what. But once I got older, I'm like, yeah, nah, that ain't what nobody just want the bags, the cars, and the, but I found myself, I realized that that's how I'm loving bitches.
Mhm.
I'm bags and shoes and what you want, huh? You ain't gotta ask twice. You ain't gotta, you know what I mean? And I'm not doing nothing. I can't do nothing consistent when it come to women or like prior to acknowledging this and you maturing. I can't do nothing consistent because I never seen nobody open the door for my mother. Of course, I do that now, and that's why I do it. But
Yeah.
when you ain't never seen that shit at all, you could be told like I'm a gift, like my love language is gifting. And for a fact, for a while, I did not know why. Then I look up, I'm like, yo, all motherfuckers ever did was give my mama shit. Like
Yeah.
that's it, a baby, a kid, like you know what I mean, like a bunch, like my mama ain't like I said, I ain't never seen the birthday trip to here, the I just ain't seen none of that shit in no entirety at all. And then I'm asking myself, damn, why these relationships keep going left? Why these? Because like you have to learn the if you want to go to law school, you got to learn law. Like if you want to learn, you know what I mean? If you want to learn a lot of this shit, you got to go to school for it. Like,
Mhm.
how do you know how to love unless you've seen it or witnessed it or you know what I mean? So I'm sitting back, I'm like, damn, ain't nobody really ever loved my mom's. Like, you know what I mean? And like for me to see it, for me to know what it is. And we just get caught up. You think fucking a chick, like giving good dick or you know, a couple bags or a couple like that ain't love, my nigga. That ain't, I
Word.
mean, that shit not the what I thought was it don't translate to love, you know what I'm saying? And it took me having to realize that, and it's a hurtful thing to say, but it took me having to realize that my best friend ain't never had love for me to realize that I don't know how to love people.
Yeah,
And I think
my mom was an extremely hard lover. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
When I say like if she loved you, she loved the fuck out of you. My relationship with my mom, probably up until I was like 15 years old, I was mama's boy. Anything my mom was doing, anything she was, I adored the fuck out of my mom because she adored the fuck out of me and her other three kids. Um, my oldest brother died when I was 15. Um, and my mom changed. She never she still to this day never been the same person. You know what I'm saying? And I needed my mom. I did. I needed her, especially at that time. You know, 15 is that's an age, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I ended up getting in the shit, doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck, blah blah blah, just to avoid being home. My mom was insufferable, so I went from my mom adoring me on this level and loving me on this level to not being to almost not physically or mentally being able to love me. You know what I mean? For a very long time.
right,
So I did life on my own for a long time. I had a job 15. I took care of myself. I held myself down. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like
right,
that was my life. So now being older, I would say maybe the past 3, 4 years, my mom has tried to make an effort to work on that relationship.
right,
And I love the fuck out of my mom. No matter what, I cut my mama grass. If I can't do it, I'm gonna pay for it. I go pull
right,
up on my mama, my landlord. Try my mama. I'm pulling up on him with a pistol.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love the fuck out of this
Allegedly.
woman. Yeah,
Right,
hey,
In
yeah,
GTA, in
allegedly.
GTA, in
You know what I'm
GTA,
saying?
in GTA.
But I love this woman inside and out. You know what I mean? But the effect of the relationship for all them years was just the effect of it. And yeah, I definitely know that it affected the way I dated. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I have been chasing the woman that my mom was.
What?
So
Oh,
then when I see a woman can turn into what she turned into, it
that's the bar.
it's horrifying, bro. It's horrifying to love people. Fuck a relationship. It is horrifying to love a person.
Damn.
For me,
I'm with
Can I
you.
make
Go
a
ahead.
couple like really quick points?
Go ahead,
One,
Papa.
one, you know what? Whatever. Um, to go back to what Tati was saying about women being nurturers and just naturally wanting to nurture and love. I agree with it 100%. I think that where women get frustrated, or most of us, or some of us, is that we want to nurture and love, but we don't want to feel like we raising our man. And that's where the separation becomes in. And like I'm gonna nurture you, I'm her. But if I feel like I gotta raise you and we grown, that's where the disconnect starts to happen at. And then the other thing is like grace got to be extended on both sides. Like you and Doc, y'all talking about how y'all have dealt with women and traumas and things like that, and I think that that's dope. But it's like women have trauma too, so when both sides have trauma, we got to extend a little grace. A man to come home and be like, "Well, you supposed to be my peace when I get home. How I'm gonna be your peace if my day was crazy too?" Like we both in a chaotic state right now, so it's like if both sides can extend some grace, normally the situation works out. But and it's okay to not be in a relationship. I feel like people don't do that part of it. It's okay to not be in a relationship. If you a man will cuff a woman that he knows he's not ready to be the man that she needs or deserves, but he'll
Guilty.
Right.
cuff her because he don't want no other man to have her. Like
Guilty.
Right.
I'm still gonna keep her, but I don't want nobody else to have her,
Hello.
so I'm gonna tuck her. A woman will
Nah, I'm,
agree
I'm
to.
guilty of that.
Guilty
You see
as
what I'm
fuck.
saying? That's what I'm saying. That's real.
Let me give
But
you. Let me give you a life hack. Let me give you a relationship hack for the women listening. I'm gonna be 100. Like, listen. I don't care. I can't say whether he'll cheat or not. I can't say whether he will. I can't say. I can't say whether he cheat or not. How he'll handle you outside. But I will say this: as coming from a man, and a man that like I've led, like I govern, killer, like men. A man will choose you. A man will always choose the women. And once he gets to a certain level of maturity, a man will always choose the woman who is mindful of his brain. Once a man gets to a certain level of maturity, he will and I don't think women be mindful of niggas brand. Like, just think about it. You get a woman a brand new car, she gonna love it, she gonna put it on her Instagram, everything. I'm gonna tell you what she's not gonna do. She's not gonna check the coolant, she's not gonna check the engine. Now, mind you, everything got an opposite. Like, you have some women that do, but the average woman will not read the manual on that book or that brand new car that she got, will not read the manual or will not lift that hood up. She's gonna find somebody else to do it. Now that somebody else is usually the other bitch. You're gonna be, you know what I
mm,
mean? And women do not. Women have a problem lifting the hood up. Like you want to, and I can understand how naturally it could just almost be second nature not to ask because a man is supposed to do so much. He's your provider, your protector, your peace. So why would I ask you if you're okay if I think you okay? And I feel like a lot of women don't really like sit back and pull the skull back on a nigga. I'm talking about like, nah, nigga, sitting between my legs. Let me just rub your hair. Let me grab some grease and just rub your hair. And what's up? Like, what? I don't give a fuck. Let that nigga talk. And a lot of women don't. And that's where the divide come in at, because home could be home. Like a woman know how to create the like a aura of feng shui in the house. So that's home. But then you got that other woman that don't got no problem lifting the fucking engine up. And now it's for some reason it always seemed opposite. It always seemed like the one that you want is not a good mechanic. And the one that you don't want to be with don't got a problem getting her hands dirty.
The whole got the understanding.
Yeah, and but it go back to the shit that went viral. Me, it's just like that's the fucked up part. Like the hoes always end up with niggas because they have had their fair share. Experience is the best teacher. So they've had so many dealings and situations. You feel me? You got the females that's so uptight and so, yeah, no, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing that and I'm not. And you look up and they losing because they
Hmm.
will not lift the engine up and say, I need an oil
They
change,
they love
or
the
he needs an
idea of
oil
a
change.
nigga.
1,000%. You know what it is? And my mama said it too. It's like niggas, women know how to love, men know who to love. Like if a nigga call you his wifey, you his wifey. Like a female could love anything. if she want to. A homeless man, like a female could make a dead plant come to life. A female knows how to love. A man knows who to love. I ain't never see a nigga call a nigga like if he say you his wife and you his wife, I'm a nigga, I know. I ain't never called a bitch that my girlfriend that I genuinely ain't believe you my girl. A nigga, I know who to love. I might not know how to love you, but I know who to love you. And it's the same, it's the opposite with a woman. A woman know how to love, but they just don't know who to love. Woman always loving a woman to love a brick wall if it makes sense to her.
I like that concept and I like that quote. I do feel like men will love the wrong person. That's why I think everything is so multifaceted, right? Because
Always.
it's no way that a man can dog women his whole life, and then when he meets someone that he's in love with and he treat her right, and then she turn out to dog him, he'd be like, "See, this why I ain't gonna be good
Right.
to nobody else." Like,
Guilty.
is at some point there's a reciprocity that spins the block at some point in time. Like,
Yep.
that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you finally got it back. And the same thing with women. Women will agree to something. A man can't, like when you was going back to intention, a man can tell a woman, yo, I ain't looking for no relationship. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't got no time for it. But you cool, we can kick it. It can be what it's gonna be, but I ain't with all of that. And a woman will agree to that, knowing good and well that that ain't what she on, and she really want to be with that man. But she'll agree to it because she want to be a part of his life in any capacity.
I'm trying
And
to
then
change
Right.
his
2 years,
mind.
yeah, and then 2 years down the line, right, she'll think, well, once he get to know me, he ain't never had a woman like me, and this, and he'll see what it is. And then 2 years later, when y'all still just smash buddies, and now he like, well, I've been told you this what I'm on, and she like, well, I ain't think you was gonna be on that for 2 3 years. Why not?
Right, right, right.
That's because I believe, like, if the boundary is set and both people agree to the boundary, they shouldn't be overstepping the boundary. So don't agree to that, and then now also y'all going around each other families and y'all doing all this stuff like y'all together. If that's not what
I'm
it
not
is,
gonna
you
lie.
can hang out as friends and whatever the case is, right? Y'all individual time, but people set boundaries, and that's both parties. People that set boundaries and not respect them on either side. So I feel like it's like, of course, like people do change their mind about things. You could not want a relationship with somebody, or just at that point in your life, and then end up wanting a relationship, right? We change
Hmm.
our mind, that's natural. But if a boundary is set and is not being respected by either party, it's like things could go that way. Or it's like, okay, well, if you don't want to be with me, but I get to meet your mama. That's because people don't hold stuff like as exclusive as it should be anymore. Like, everybody
I
can't
think it's
just
That's a
that.
fact.
I think
meet.
it's that mixed with a type thing, and people don't like like what happened to like being like a type thing. I think people don't like a female to talk to a nigga that's physically attractive, but he not her type. Like a nigga a fuck a chick that ass is fat, but he not her type. Like for me, it's like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I just my what I want in a woman just recently changed. Like over the last 3 4 years, I'm be 100. It used to be just pretty face, fat ass, slim waist, nigga shit. But then like I started just getting more attracted to like that ambition, the goals, like certain questions, certain type of bops. Like it's like you know what I mean. I just start liking a different. So now it's like you kind of don't end up in certain situations if somebody's your type. Like I know from 4 5 6 dates of the type of questions that she asking me, of the type of woman that she is, of her texture, of her cloth. Like you got to feel a cloth to know what it is. You can't just like some stuff you could look at, yeah, but sometimes it be fake too. So I feel like if you date somebody or kick it with somebody long enough, I'm like, yeah, nah, I do want her to meet her mother. Why? Because she thoughtful. I told her 3.5 weeks ago I had to get ready for a battle, never brought it back up. 3 weeks later, she said, hey, babe, how's that coming along? Like, as adults, we don't pay attention to the red flags. And then when the car hit us, we want to blame the other person, right? So it's like, you'll be texting a nigga or date or on the phone with a nigga, and you like, yeah, nah, I just had to rush my son to the hospital because, his fever was blah, 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 blah. Right? He talked to you, y'all finished the conversation. You'll look up 2.5 weeks later, y'all done dated, been on 2 dates, fucked, you done sucked some dick, all that. He never said, yo, whatever happened with little bro? That's a minor red flag that as an adult niggas be skipping. It don't gotta be that. It could be, you a female, you in school, and you like, oh yeah, nah, this test is just driving me crazy. I'm studying, studying, studying. This is the one that's gonna give me my certification. You look up a month later, you done laid with this nigga, fucked him. You done been out to the club. Y'all done did all the shit that you supposed to do as a woman. But he never said, Joe, did you get that certificate? And you a Euro step that red flag. So now you look up 5 years down the line and you be like, I gave my all to somebody and he just changed. He ain't changed. He was that nigga off bat.
Factual.
That goes
He
with
was that
Factual.
nigga off bat.
that.
You just was uncomfortable with accepting the person that he was. The same with us too. Or you uncomfortable with accepting the female that she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you met her at the club.
Fool. You can be next to somebody for 3 or 4 years, and then a situation will make you wake up next to a complete stranger. You like, yo, who the fuck is this that I've been dealing with the whole time? A lot of motherfuckers jump into relationships without putting that motherfucker through the test first. They don't see how that person is angry first. They don't
Right.
know if that motherfucker, oh, now we get into an argument. So whole time you the
Facts.
type that go online and you do subliminals. Or you the type that go online and you post certain shit like
Right.
screenshots. You the type that pop up at my door. Motherfuckers will go through the
Pause.
whole situation without even fucking with them yet, without knowing all these emotions yet. And the next thing you know, you look up and you done been with this motherfucker. It's like, hold up. If I would have known you was this type of person, I would never even went that far. People nowadays, they just be trying to just impress other motherfuckers, just to show other motherfuckers that they are wanted. I done seen so many girls go on vacations and not post a nigga face. If you can't post a nigga face, what the fuck you doing out there in the first place?
But that,
A
What's
thousand
going
I
percent.
on?
say that goes with being
Yeah, because I don't want y'all in
consistently
my business. It
upload.
ain't none of y'all business who I'm
Nah,
with.
But see,
or are
But
that
you
see,
goes
embarrassed
AC,
that if the nigga
that
leave
AC,
goes
you
with being
to
again,
push
then
consistently.
now
to
you
push
look.
back. Hold on. My fault. I'm in a mute. To push back off what you saying, though, she like I can almost bet you, and we just gonna use your scenario. I can almost bet you if you could go back to that female's archive of like, let's say she now y'all been dating and now she posting subliminals. I bet you if you because you was focused on her ass so much when you ain't have her and the titties and liking the pictures and DMing, you wasn't realizing that she was still on her stories. Niggas ain't shit. They always good till they not. They always she been that bitch. People don't change. You just notice it when you notice it.
Nigga, you don't
Like
know me. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Jeffrey Dahmer was amongst the human people the whole time. He was living amongst normal people the whole time, killing motherfuckers. A person will be exactly. You have to pay attention. And I like for me, right? I can't wrap my head around blaming somebody else just at the age that I'm at. I'm always blaming me. If a motherfucker not who I think they was, I literally go in the middle and like, nigga, you got a better judge of character than that. That was ass. You knew this because of boom, boom, boom. I'm never saying, now motherfucker ain't change up on me. I slipped because I should have knew
It's a
better.
fact.
Nah.
Bitch, when I called you and you said I was asleep, I felt that in my stomach. Sleep. Cause I done dealt with good women that is no such thing as sleep. If my nigga call, I know what it feel like to be loved from the a female perspective. You know what I mean? So
Nah, I
if I,
got you. I
you
got
know
you.
what I mean?
What you
So
were
it's like
saying, what you
motherfuckers
were
don't
saying with the whole what she was doing online at first, fool. I had to change my whole aspect of that because it's like you can't change a bitch once you got her now. It's like, yo, she was wearing fishnets before you bund her, and now you trying to change her like that. I
talk
started
shit.
paying attention, fool. I started looking at the bitches who got the high followers, but how did you get the high followers? Do you got
Yep.
a hustle behind you? Is it your business? Or is it the fact you keep showing your ass every fucking 2 days and now you got grandpa in the motherfucking comments dropping hard at you? He a creep outside, but online, he good to go because he giving you validation. I don't go for that no more. I look for the bitches who
Hello.
got 300 followers, 400 followers. They don't give a fuck about social media like that. I'm
I
cool
love
with that
this nigga's a
because
genius.
they fall back because they know they value. They've been pretty all their fucking life. They ain't get pretty at 25 because they knew how to install makeup through a fucking tutorial. Nah,
Right.
they've been pretty since day one,
Hello.
He's
since
cooking right now.
elementary
Go,
school. They've been calling this
Go.
girl pretty her whole fucking life. That's
Go.
the girl I like. The girl that got,
go.
they got
See,
security, that don't need security from a man. She's already together by herself. She gonna be good without you. I like girls that make it seem like, yo, you lose me, you done dropped the ball, nigga. And I'm out, man.
Man.
I gotta take a shower.
Man.
Nah.
No funny shit.
hey,
He
the mic drop was
preaching.
He was
crazy.
He's preaching.
preaching. My
I still
goodness.
always, like I said,
Drop the mic.
that was fire. Fire. I still always, I'm a blame, like I blame us is like I'm just such an attentive person. Like, all right, cool. She got 300,000 followers, right? I get to scrolling. Like I like clothes. I get to scrolling and I'm doing math now. My fault. Y'all got these motherfucking. You got these apps now where you could take a picture of something and it could literally show you the price and all that. A
He getting blew up.
word, god damn. A chick with like you scrolling down her page, four, five, six, seven different Chanels, bro. She work at Amazon, right? But you could do the math, and her fits equal 140K on her page. 150K. Like y'all niggas is not doing math, and then you get caught up with somebody and act like it's not what it is. Like, how did you not know? She makes 55,000 a year with her regular job, but she has $180,000 worth of purses. She has a Rolex, like, so again, niggas be chasing what they really don't want. And I had to, that's
Facts.
what I had to stop that. I had to stop that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more I need down to earth. I need sensible. I need care about shit. I need like keep it 100, like the pretty ones, like not saying like that, but the type of female that she talking about, like they don't care about credit. They don't care about generational wealth. They don't care about like them bitches ain't asking if your daughter good. Them bitches, I need the normal shit. Like I need like give me the earthy, give me the in the crib, candles,
The safe
chill in the
shit.
house, couple friends, like some yeah. I'm playing it safe. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Safe shit. Yeah.
I treat women. I tell niggas, capo. I treat women like real estate. Like if you look up in one of them real estate books, right? Them mansions that be 13.5, 45 million, shit like that. Them bitches be on the market for forever.
Hmm.
Them expensive ass mansions be on the market for forever. Yo, them little ass fixer upper houses, them shits get flipped and pop ASAP. Like, give me a little joint that I could give me line shorty. All she needs is her titties lift up a little bit and a little pop. I'm cool. Give me something I can fix up. She
Right.
in school or she in school already. She just I mean, I got the books. Don't worry about it. You feel? Oh,
From scratch.
I'm trying to open this suite. Like, give me that. You chasing something, and you just need somebody that's just gonna push you over the gate a little bit. That's what I'm looking for. The bitches on that side of the gate that I can like tip over the gate to make her that bit. Like
Hmm.
you. And I'm not saying every female, but you could look at a chick, no funny shit, and like her titties came from him, her ass came from like, and there's some females that really feel like they owe niggas. You'll get a bitch some titties and she yours, like she's locked in. She gonna pay that 13.5 off. So now you dating a chick who still got a $9,000 debt with a nigga from down south that done paid for some titties. Like, and so for me, it's like, and I don't know, you could call it being sexist, whatever. I just don't imagine a female. Females are so responsible with money, bro. I grew up around all women. I don't imagine the average female saving up 20, 30, $40,000 to get their ass done or their titties done or they, some do, but a lot of it
Hmm.
be a lot of it be funded. So for me, it's like, nah, I'd rather build some shit. I'd rather fuck that. I want my name on that lease. I put the titties on you if it come with for forever. Like, yeah, I'm gonna build my shit. Fuck it. I'm cool on that. Don't give me some pre-built shit.
Now, what if you want her to get her boobs done, but she don't want them done? She like
Then
the
we
little ones.
then we gonna buy her the fire push-up bras.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
like
I'm
Mm.
cool.
nigga, go get you
Yeah,
a
I'm cool.
muse, man. You trying to make her do all this shit. It's certain girls that want a nigga to just build her. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Go get you one of them. They out there for sure. Like,
I swear to God, ain't nothing like that. Like, word up. My ex, I'm dressed. I want to put on what I want you to put on. Like, I mean, wear this, wear that, like that type of shit. Yeah, I'd rather build. So I'm gonna keep it 100. Where I'm at right now, like niggas really be DMing bitches with 1 million followers. I'm like, yo, you a wildin', bro. You wild. You try to kiss James Harden and Kevin Durant and fucking she happens and
It's
like,
Zion Williams and shit.
yeah, like fuck out of here. Like, oh, cool. Like, you find no funny shit. I feel you, she. You stumble. I don't even know how I end up in that direction in Instagram. I'm walking down the block, bitch got 350 followers. She bad as shit. I'm like, hold on, who the fuck is this, man? Where the fuck I'm at?
Niggas
Hell
really
yeah.
think she real.
Well, you wouldn't even think that much. You like, this shit gotta be fake. Hold on. That shit like finding $100 on the floor in the middle of Times
What she
Square.
got? 500 followers.
Bitch bad as hell. She got 672 followers.
Got degrees and
Oh
all type of shit.
man.
Ain't no way.
Word up. You like, damn, the fuck niggas ain't looking. You start looking around like people looking at your phone and shit like somebody gonna see you.
There been plenty of times I don't sit the capo. You ain't never seen this before?
Hey, no funny shit. Hey, Capo, and I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna keep it 100, yo. Let's be clear. As a man that has had his fair share of fun, the regular girls are way crazier than the bad, like than the quote unquote baddies.
That's a fact.
That bitch that. That bitch that got a job, that gotta work every week, her day off, she gonna disrespect you when she catch you. This my only day off. I'ma fuck the shit out you, boy. That girl that fuck every day, all day, she don't got no job. Get her out of here. Get the baddie out of here. I'm cool on Shorty from Starlets. Give me the regular joint. Give me the working girl, the school girl.
Single mama.
Word
Kids,
up.
that kid's back at school. She going crazy now.
She going crazy. Yeah, give me nah. I need a regular joint for real. I ain't gonna lie. I need regular. The church be
So
looking,
I got
church
a
be looking crazy.
question.
Go ahead. What's up, Marcel?
Just like because I heard something earlier. Do any of you internalize rejection or negative behavior from your partner?
Well,
You,
Say that.
rejection and
Say that in a
negative
different way for
behavior is
me.
yeah, you had to explain that to me.
yeah, rejection and negative behavior is different. What you mean?
Like rejection just on some like regular type shit. Like if you hit somebody up or you try to engage with a person and they're not interested, so they give you a no. But on negative behavior, that's more so for those who've experienced that in like intimate relationships, like with their partner.
Wait, if she rejected me, I don't go with her. You confuse me.
But you're saying no, those are two separate questions though. She's
Yeah,
saying if you try
yeah.
to talk to somebody and they turn you down versus you being in a relationship. When you say negative behavior, are you talking about like verbal abuse or cheating or what's like
And all of the above, like anything like that.
I ain't gonna lie to
Like,
boss.
do
You
you
gotta explain that.
internalize it? Do you blame yourself?
Nah, I don't internalize
nah,
none
nah,
of
nah,
that
nah, nah,
shit.
nah.
You just
You
Nah,
not
gotta
for
if
explain
me.
that to
if I
me, the
try to
boss.
talk to somebody and they tell me no, well, for women it's a little different on that side of
Yeah.
it. But who cares? That doesn't mean I'm not your type. So on
It's a
to the next.
fact. Yeah.
But as far as negative behavior in a relationship, it's always my fault. I'm not gonna cap because I genuinely and wholeheartedly feel like a person one can only do what you allow them to do, and two, I always believe that there are red flags, and sometimes they may not be red, maybe they just yellow. I always believe that those flags exist. I don't believe that somebody woke up randomly one day and punched you in the mouth, but there were no signs that they had that, or somebody woke up randomly and you found out they had two other families in the city that you didn't know nothing about. There's no such thing as that. There were flags and signs along the way that you either chose to ignore or you was too far in
That's
love
what
to
I
notice.
said.
So it's always my fault. I'm not gonna cap. It's always how did I let this happen? And then I learn and be better for the next time. So it's always my fault. I ain't gonna cap.
That's where the
The
relationship gets
boss, like whole time.
Some people
My
minds
bad, my
just go to
bad.
boss. I ain't lying. I seen it with my own eyes. Some people just so amazing at it.
The boss, like whole time, I think what them flags is, motherfuckers be thinking it's supposed to be as big as the American flag, just waving in the
That's what
wind,
I
Mm-hmm.
and
was
it's
saying.
not
She.
always like that.
Yep. That's what I.
Ooh, yo, when your car engine light come on, that's a red flag.
Factual.
Yes.
It's small as shit, but it's serious as a motherfucker.
And
Go ahead and play with it if you want
so
to. The next thing you know, down the road, you're done.
hey, she. It's like people don't understand that these things, like I wish I could make like a diagram of like what certain things may fall under, like what small things fall under bigger thing categories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like let's just say we freestyling though, but like you date a female and you take her out on 4 or 5 dates, right? And never once she say, "Hey, you know what? I got it." Right now, that might be a small red flag that could possibly lead to I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? Like that could be something once it
Ooh, order tip,
or the tip
order
right
tip.
now when you take it on a larger level, that might be the female that don't got you when you don't got it, or don't you know what I mean? Or you look up you in a bad situation and she just don't got nothing. So it's always red flags. They just be so minor. They be so minor, like I'm on everything, bro. If I invite you to stay the night and I don't give a fuck if you showered at home. If you don't get in the shower before you get in the bed, bro, like you know what I mean. It's just certain. I'm watching.
Man,
I'm on
man,
everything.
man.
I'm on everything. Like how she ain't getting a shower before she getting the like. Like she's on Instagram. Her feet has not touched the floor yet. She has her phone in her hand and she's scrolling. Red flag. But we don't say nothing. Why? Because I nutted already. Shit like, nah, bro. You have to pay attention to everything. Then she ain't spoke to God. She ain't spoke to me. She grabbed her phone. I'm
That's a fact.
cool.
Ooh,
That's fact.
ooh,
So
ooh. I'd have been,
like what you was just saying when
yeah,
your
yeah.
check engine light come on, yeah, that's the red flag. But before your check engine light came on, your car was jerking a little bit. When you
Hmm.
went to stop, you could hear a little screech or something
That's
like that.
right.
There was a sign before the check engine light came on that you ignored. So that's what I'm saying. Before it even get to that point,
Bro,
you
that's what I'm saying.
ignored
Like
some other stuff.
before she cheat or before he cheat, like before he cheat on you, He was out with your friends and looked at your homegirl a little bit too long, but you probably was drinking, or you probably just feel like he's just so good. Like, you know what I mean? He was a cheater. It was signs of him being a cheater before he cheated. Yeah,
Hmm.
now I'm
Hey,
working overnight.
hey,
Since
y'all like
when? We've been together. You ain't worked overnight in 9 months. Like, you just randomly need to pick up on some, like, no, y'all just be, motherfucker just don't care. It be there though.
Surf like
Be
you know.
there for
And it
sure.
sounds simple, but it's all that raw sex they be having that fuck their heads up, bro.
Man, you want? I ain't gonna lie, Capo. You want to know what make it scarier with like women, right? Like niggas are ass. Like women are the most calculated creatures ever. That's what make it scary, right? Because it's like I'll be laid up with my girl, and I've done this before. I probably was 24, 25, but it's like I'm laid up with my girl. Some pussy will text me. I'll freestyle lie right then and there. Capo just got shot. I gotta go.
ASAP.
Facts, facts,
Right then and there for some
facts,
pussy. And
facts,
Capo ain't gonna post on his gram the whole night for me.
Facts.
Niggas
facts.
freestyle shit to get pussy.
If you really my man's, you're not gonna do that to
But
me.
peep though, a woman will plant a seed in your head for 5 months later. Like she knows she gonna get some pussy up in 60 days. She gonna say, like boss gonna say, yeah, me and Tati gonna swap spots because Tati having a birthday party. So I'm gonna take a double this week. So she gonna take my time September 3rd. So she planted this seed. It's August. She planted this seed 4 weeks ago. For when she gonna say she taking that shit for Tati, but she really kicking it with the nigga that worked in. Like
Y'all
women
listening?
are way more smarter
Y'all
and
listen.
calculated. Women cheat with swag for real. Like, and women don't got a problem blowing some shit up for they nigga. That's the difference between us. We get a bitch or a side bitch or something, we start babying, booing bitches and like, what's up, ma? And I love you and all this extra shit. A
Keeping
bitch
the
will block a
news.
nigga. Soon as a nigga start acting up and he the side nigga, a bitch will block him on everything for her nigga. Keep it 100. Bitches cheat different for real.
Real,
Man, hey
real
fool,
He
professional.
talking. He
I had
talking
this
about
one joint.
non-black women. Black women
And
don't
No,
women
cheat.
Fool,
and women
I
put up
had
less
nah, the boss.
women put up
Boss.
with less disrespect towards they nigga than men do towards they women. Like if let's say cool in some world cheating is respected. Like if like a nigga will let his girl get violated by bitches he cheating with. Females don't really be going for that. Like it be on some shit. Yeah, now keep my nigga. Like I said
Nah.
I grew up around bitches, man. No funny shit.
Man.
I done seen bitches hold it down for their nigga. Like, yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with him. Like, don't bring him up or don't. Yeah, we be wilding.
Man, I don't know what you. I done had girls. I done been
Man.
fucking a girl and made her say "fuck that nigga." I don't know what you talking about.
We
I
but
done
we said we
made.
said. I mean, the boss
I
made
done
that point
made.
already. Though there's always different.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like points to the. There's always different cases to the situation. We talking about on average though. Like yo, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I've been around women. If you grab 10 females, right, and they all got men, man, 7 of them ain't calling their boyfriend while you fucking, or you know what I mean? The shit that these goofy,
Yeah,
weird,
yeah,
Oh no,
like,
no, no, no,
you
not
know what I
that,
mean?
not
Like,
that.
yeah, it'd be like,
yeah.
that's really a small percentage, but it gets so highlighted because it's fucking crazy.
No,
It do be
it's
happening
crazy.
though, sir.
Shit.
I'm
Oh,
traumatized,
oh, I
bro.
Fool.
know
I'm
it happened.
traumatized.
I know.
That's the reason I
I done
can't
had
get
a
no real
married
shit.
joint fool, no bullshit. So I done had a married joint, like literally tell me that she was gonna link up with me. She told her husband all type of fake lies. She went to a function, took 10 million pictures. Every time he checked up on her, she'll send another picture. But she was with me the whole time. That shit be calculated like a
I'm gonna give
motherfucker,
you.
man.
I'm gonna give you a quick. I'm gonna give y'all a quick story before I spin this shit. And I'm gonna tell this is my opinion on that. Right? I do not deal with women that got boyfriends or husbands or boyfriends no more. Right? And I used to be that. Like that was one of like I put the badge on my
Facts.
jacket for that. Right? So I had a homegirl that I won't say her name and shit, but it is public knowledge. It's on Google or whatever. But I had a homegirl that like I was messing around with to a small capacity. We might have had sex on one hand 4 or 5 times, but she confided in me way more. We was probably friends for like 2, 3 years, right? So, man, she'd get into it with her nigga. She'd grab her bottle. She'd drive up and she'd come chill with me. We'd talk, laugh, joke, this, that, and the third, right? So, one time I tried to FaceTime her while she at work and shit. I FaceTime her. She don't pick up. Then she FaceTime me back, but it just felt weird. So I just leave the FaceTime facing straight up. I press the button. It's her nigga with the 2 babies on the lap. Like, yo, she got a family, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So like that, I just hang up the phone. I text her like, yo, baby daddy tripping. Da-da-da. She called me back. We talk, whatever, whatever. Now, mind you, I understand what's going on with him though. Like, he got a whole nother situation and she doing her. I know everything about her. I know about the African nigga who got her body done in Philly. I know about the trick old head nigga she fuck with. She tell me everything, right? So one day, this probably like December,
That's him or
he
me.
posts, you can hear me?
Mute up, Spills.
So one day in like December, this is years back, this like 21, 20. So one day in December out the blue, she tell me like, look what this goofy posted. He posted, yeah, I just want my family back. This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? I just love my family, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And she, you know, of course a woman want to try again. So she go back. They end up back in the house. So fast forward. So I'm in FanDuel putting my bets in and shit like that. And my man called me. I'm like, what's up, yo? This just random. He like, what's up, yo? I'm like, he like, yo, you heard what happened to your girl? And I'm like, and I don't know what, I just felt chills down my spine. And I swear to God, I know who he was talking about. I went and I texted, I said, yo, and it went all green, right? I'm like, the fuck? Then I
Damn.
text again, it went all green. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm gonna hit you back. I try to call her, she don't pick up. I call him back. I call him back. I'm like, what the fuck happened, yo? I call her back. I'm like, what the fuck happened? He like, well, sources is saying that she had a side nigga and he came in the house and killed both of them, right? And he killed her and her nigga or her baby dad or whatever. So I'm like, that shit just ain't sit with me for like a week. I'm like, nah, she don't move like that. Like that ain't her. She not messy like that. Like she'll take a flight for some dick, but she ain't bringing a nigga to her house. Whatever, whatever. So lo and behold, the story end up coming out. He goes through her phone, take the kids to school, sees whatever he sees, take this kids to school, come back, pistol whip her to death, break every bone in her face, shoot herself in the head. That shit fucked me up for
Sheesh.
at the, listen, you want to talk about stared at a wall for 2 days? That shit fucked me up for forever as a man. And it's like, even if I was only 1% of the reason, right? Let's say he didn't see nothing in the phone that had to do with me. Because I ever indulged, I got like a guilt, like it was my fault. And it's like one of my closest friends ever, beautiful woman. You know what I mean? And because I even indulged at all, even if I was 1% of the reason why, and I'm not saying like, because he a crazy motherfucker, you feel me? That should have never happened, period. But after that shit happened, I can't do it. People be playing with people, bro, and you just don't know where somebody will take it. You don't know how far. Like, people be hurt, bro. People be like lost. People be going through what they be going through, and people be out here playing with them. And you can't play with everybody, you feel me? So it's like, and I felt like, that's whatever that situation was, I don't know. But I just can't be a part of that. And I can't feel like, hell no, that shit fucked my head up to this day. To this day, that shit fucked my head up. Hell no, I'm not fucking with no. You got a boyfriend, you got a husband, I'm not playing like that. Hell no. Fuck that. Not me.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Dog.
crazy. We done all learn from situations like that type of shit, man. I done had a couple, and just to be like, yo, it's just a part of maturing. At first, like you said, it used to be a badge of honor. Like, yeah, I got niggas' wives out here on a nigga type of shit. And
Right.
after a while, that shit just don't even be cool no more.
Mm-mm.
Like type of shit. Like I used to think a minute ago, like I done told a couple people I done been in like a teacher student relationship. Like I was a student, I was fucking my teacher. But when I got older, that used to be a badge. And I started really thinking like, hold up. Like,
She,
would I want somebody fucking with my daughter? Like,
Yeah, I
and
she,
I used to
remember
wear that
talking
shit,
about
fool.
that.
I used to
yo,
really wear that shit. And
man.
then I got to an age and I was like, man, that shit ain't cool. That bitch was fucking with me. I was 15.
Yeah.
This bitch was
She
25. What the
trauma.
Man, I
fuck was
want
she
to give
doing
you a
fucking with
hug
me, man?
so
Talk
bad,
about these
she.
traumas. Yo, oh my God, bro.
That shit ain't
Yo,
right,
that's
fool.
how
That
I
shit ain't
know.
right.
That's how I know black men got the same, like, no funny shit. I be telling you, niggas be needing hugs, right? Because I swear to God, black men, I don't give a fuck where you from, go through the same exact shit. And people don't be knowing how fucked up niggas really is because, like, the story just don't say that. Like, a little girl getting touched is not the same as a little boy. And people don't know, like, niggas is, dog. Hey, so look, hey, my mom's right. She got her gun license. She always carried and shit like that. So she used to be on her little security shit. She got together like a little team of bitches that was strippers, and she used to
Yeah.
drive them around to their bookings and shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? And my mom's had her little LLC, her little business. At the time, I'm 15, I'm 16, right? And all her chicks is obviously grown chicks. So I started fucking with this chick from Jersey City, but she's an older chick now, mind you. I'm talking about, you want to talk about like pulling up to the hood, like like I'm really understanding like how it is no sex on that shit, right? I'm like, once I got older, I realized what she was doing, like pulling up to the hood, getting out the car with the little shorts on, going around to the passenger. I'm jumping in the driver's seat. She making me feel like that nigga, dog. I'm 16, she 29. You get what I'm saying? Like the way she talked to me, everything like that. Like I'm pulling. I could stay at her crib till I'm ready to go to the hood, shit like that. But she grooming me, bro. Like, so funny story. It's funny to laugh about, but it's not funny at all, right? So I didn't realize till we stopped dealing with each other and I was older. And I'm like, she just always, like, dog, I gave this woman so much head as a 16-year-old kid. I never had sex with her, but the way she used to like game me, like the way she used to like, I'm just so tired. You know what I mean? I'm just so tired and I just need my back rub and some head. But for me, it's like, I'm like that nigga. Like, she 28, I'm fucking all the bitches my age. So it's really not, I don't give a fuck. I probably got some head earlier before she picked me up, shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's a badass older bitch, right? And I'm like, damn, that's fly, that's fly. When I look up and I'm 35 years old, I'm like, man, I'm talking about for hours, I went and went my fucking 16-year-old son eating no 30-year-old pussy for no fucking 3 hours. No,
I'm telling you.
like that shit,
I'm
like,
telling
bro,
you.
that shit really, and a nigga be traumatized. A nigga be over sexualized just as much as a woman. And they think that like a female would just think a nigga then he extra sexual. All you seeing is such and such, all you, bitch, I been getting touched since I was 11 too. Fuck you, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just a woman thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit crazy, bro, for real.
All we
That
Yo,
could
shit
do,
crazy.
all we could, all
Really
we
live
could
the
do is
same
hope we don't
lives,
let our
man.
kids go through that, man.
Word.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Niggas really live the same lives, man. It just be like, man, it gets suppressed so much. And I ran into Shorty at Old Navy looking at her son and her son was my age. And I'm looking at her like, yo, I said, damn, I'm not going to even disclose her name, but she was like, I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking at the difference now between my age and looking how old she is. And I'm like, yo,
Right.
when you get to my age now, I'm looking like, damn, you crispy now. Like you wrinkled
Yeah.
as shit. So I'm looking at this shit like, damn, that shit wasn't even right, man. And I used to wear that shit as a badge of honor. I mean, I came back to school skipping
Yeah.
down the hallway, fool. She used to give me 3 wings, French fries, hot sauce, mumbo sauce on it. She used to give me a dime bag, and we would watch Maury, and she had me. I was like a
She,
fucking sex slave, fool. She
she,
had me. That's all she needed. Type of
why
thing. That's all I needed. I got dropped off around the corner from school, and I would walk up to school. I almost failed 10th grade because I was fucking this bitch so much. I thought I was a man.
Shit, I promise you. To one of them told me they'll go buy me a burger. I ain't know what that meant. I'm young. You know, I'm tall, hanging with buku old people. Man, they tell me, man, boy, I'll buy
Yep.
you a burger. I'm like, man, what you talking about? Man, lady bought me that burger. I'll tell you that. That's all I got
That's
to
Mm.
say.
crazy what that nigga did to you, Spill. That nigga should have never touched you.
Man, that's all on you, man. Shut up, she bitch. I ain't
It
trying
ain't
to
a
change the
badge of
subject.
honor, but nigga don't feel. I don't really feel traumatized by that shit
Yeah,
though.
I ain't
Like
traumatized either, Capo.
I
I
don't
enjoyed
really
every one of them.
like. I don't really feel fucked up. I hope it don't happen to my son. I don't want it to happen to my son, but I don't feel fucked up about it happening.
I love all my shit
You
about what I
not
had
you
in my
not
life.
feeling like it was
You got daughters?
traumatizing
Do you
doesn't
got
change the fact
daughters?
that it was absolutely trauma. It was absolutely trauma, and you were
I'm gonna keep it
traumatized.
100, Capo. I'm gonna keep it 100, Capo. Like, I'm not traumatized by it, but I understand that, like, so I used to like, I understand why, like, I was so like over sexual
For
growing up.
sure,
You know,
for
I
sure, for
understand it. You
sure.
feel me? Like, yeah, I went like, you know what I mean? It's like a person using you like that, and especially as a kid, you start thinking that, like, you start misinterpreting that shit like that's love. If this all she like, this mean I fuck with her.
I'm thinking it's
You know what I mean?
normal.
This means she fuck with me. This, you
I
start thinking is
definitely thought it
normal. You
was the
start
only way to communicate with a person. Like I damn near couldn't talk to you if we
exactly
wasn't
like
fucking.
sex mean we fuck. Yeah. So how many years I spent so thinking about but because it affect us. That's what you know what I mean. So you are.
Out of depression, trauma looks different to different people. But if it's shaped and molded the way that you interact, that is the impact that that trauma had on you and your life. So it looks different for everybody. It just didn't impact you maybe the way you see it on the Lifetime network or on the news or whatever the case may be, but it absolutely impacted you. You can't go through something like that and it have zero effect on you. It just looks different.
It's fine.
Hey, Capo, I'm gonna ask you this. when if that happened to you, right? When you finally start rocking with a bitch that's your age, then you feel like the man. Then you feel like you've been through some training. That was absolute. Like this ain't nothing to me now. I done had this older bitch. When I got released out into the wild after fucking with this bitch, I just felt like the man. So it was like more so like, man, once this bitch get this, she gonna be on me. Cause I was through some crazy training with this bitch. Man, this bitch used to talk to me. She said, by the time I'm done with you, they gonna love you. Like I was like, damn. And she was right when she released me out into the world, damn near, because I was a virgin before that. I fucked a girl one time, and then that was my whole sexual experience. Then I went right to a teacher who was a dancer. She was a dance instructor. So it's like I got a whole nother side of the world, fool. So I didn't even know what was going on. When I finally got released and I hit a joint, man, this bitch was head over heels. And I thought, okay, she done put me through this type of measurements and shit like that. So I was like, I bet. Now I know if I get a bitch in the bed, she on me now. Now she on me. And now I'm attracting the wrong bitches. And I had to get out of that phase for a minute. I was stuck in that phase for at least like 10 years.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all in the conversation, man. For real, it's life outside of battle rap. It's like it's life outside of battle rap. So to have some good conversation, like some good, mature, helpful. I don't know if that's like. I mean, it felt good. You feel me? Good conversation with y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. But I'm about to go about my life and do the other stuff that I got to do. I'm glad I got to spend some time with y'all. I talk to y'all later. Make sure y'all have a good day, please.